Hello, happy Thursday. It's Thursday, and today we are going to change it up a little bit and add some good yoga inspired stretching to our weekly, right, for our week today, our week this week. I'm still waking up. Anyway, wherever you are, whatever time of day you're watching, we're going to get a little warm up in just to make sure that we're moving the body enough to get a good stretch. Good morning, Sunil. Good morning, Gigi. It's morning for us. Hello, hello. Good morning. Hi, Jen. All right. We got Jen too today. All right. Wonderful morning group. I love it. I'm excited for this class. Just a little bit of a caveat, although hopefully you don't mind at all. I'm going to be relying heavily on my notes today. I'm learning, right? And this helps me a lot to have these cues and kind of a reminder of when to breathe and that kind of thing. So I'm going to be reading a lot of what we're going to be doing today, but I want to do it with you and I want to practice this and make sure that I'm giving you the best of what I can offer. And I appreciate you just letting me, read off those notes and flow through with the notes. Anyway, okay, let's do it. Enough talking. Let's warm up so we can get some good stretching in today. Our emphasis today is low back and hamstrings. We all need that, don't we? I know all four of us who are on right now have had some back issues, so this is good. This is good. All right, let's take a deep breath. Stand rooted into the floor with a nice wide stance. Toes are pointed outward slightly, maybe 45 degrees. Deep breath in, bend those knees, bring it up. Lift the rib cage off the hips, and then exhale. Deep breath in. Lift the shoulders, raise the shoulders. Head down one more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Let's take arms up over the head. We're going to slowly go side to side, just like we do in our regular warm-ups. We're going to go a little slower today, just a little bit. We want to stay in that kind of vibe that we have going on in the early morning. Or even if you watch this back in the afternoon or another time of day, right? We want to just keep the body calm, but warm up at the same time. All right, we're going to do some rotations, right? We're going to rotate nice and slow, just rotating. I want you to focus on rotation of the torso. Bring the arms up shoulder level. Rotating just the upper body, not the lower body. Just moving through, stretching those muscles. Also bringing some blood and warmth to those muscles and joints. Good. One more. Or however many you can do. Time it takes me to do 4, 2, and 1. Bringing the feet together. We're going to do that mini squat. Squat it back. And then I want you to reach up. Expand through the rib cage. And down. Reach up. Hold here. And actively reach those hands toward the ceiling. Down. Reach up. Down and reach up. Really arch through the mid-back. Down and reach up. Arch. 2 more. Arch up. Down and up and hands back. We're going to continue our warm-up with our push-ups. We're going to do 2 sets of 15 to start. So let's do a set of 15. Take your time. No rush here. No rush. Let's do a set of 15. Line those hands up where they need to be. And let's go. Okay, when you're done with your 15, go ahead and sit back into child's pose. Take that chest down to the knees or between the knees, feet together. Sit those hips back on the heels. Reach out with the fingertips, forehead down. Oh, feels good. Nice little stretch. Woo. This feels good too, a little quadruped rock. We have one more set of 15. One more set. It's going to take me a little longer than that set. All right. Here we go. Second set of 15. Take your time. There's no rush here. Make sure those hands are where they need to be as your chest comes down. Right? You want your chest right to the center of your hands. Thumbs toward the finger. Thumbs towards, not the fingertips, thumbs towards your armpits. All right, let's do one more set of 15. Here we go. All right, those last two, for me, were slow, or drops and then a little undulation back up, but I'm counting them. They count. Okay, stay down in child's pose. I'm just gonna turn down the music a little bit. Go ahead and keep your water nearby, in case you want it. Old water. Didn't have any water. Okay, so stay down here in child's pose. Let's take it back. One more time. Drop those hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Really get that chest between the knees. Extend those arms and relax. Take some slow breaths. Calm, right? Calm the body. Calm the body from those push-ups. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, bring those hands back to the shoulders. Bring it up. We're going to sit with legs forward. All right, so with the breathing today, we're going to focus on breaths a little bit, just as a timing system, but also to connect our breathing with our muscles and joints, breathing with our bodies. So I'll cue you a little bit on the breathing as well. So anytime we open and expand, we're going to take a nice deep breath here. So sitting up nice and tall, we want to try to be as tall as possible with straight legs. We're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to exhale, fold forward, and hold here, and bring it back up. Exhale, forward fold, hold for 3 breaths. Slow breaths, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And bring it up. All right, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together on this next one. And very similar to what we just did. Right, you're going to sit up nice and tall. Deep breath. Exhale. Let's hold here for 4 breaths. Just let those knees open and drop toward the floor. Bring it back. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do this 3 times. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And we're holding. You're going to take slow, deep breaths. Slow exhales. Try to come down a little deeper each time, or open those knees a little more each breath. Walk it back. One more time. This time we're going to hold for 8 breaths. 8 breaths. Sweat forward. Bring it forward and slow deep breath. Exhale for 8. 8 breaths. Just at your own pace. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. When you're done with those breaths, bring it up. Right, we're going to extend. Left leg. Let's everybody do your left leg. I know we're opposite, but do that left leg. You're going to take the right leg and cross it over the thigh of the left leg. Half cow. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, reach. Take 2 deep breaths, 2 big exhales. Deep breath. Exhale. Bring it up. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Slow deep breaths. And bring it back. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale. 2 deep, slow breaths. In and out. And bring it up. Okay, keeping that leg crossed. Keeping that leg crossed. Hands come back behind you. Fingertips point away from the body. We're going to bend the left knee. Put that foot flat on the floor. And bring it back. And open that knee. Open that right knee as much as you can. Bring those arms back. So there's a little stretch through the biceps for sure, and through the shoulders. Deep breath. Exhale. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Slow exhale. Open that knee. Every exhale, you're going to open that knee, and with your muscles, you're going to push that knee away from your body. One more time. And exhale. And straighten that leg. Walk it back. Okay, straighten both legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it back. This time, left leg crosses over the right knee, the right thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hold it. Take 4 deep breaths and deep exhales. Allow your body to relax into the stretch. Try not to fight it. Of course, if that's too much on your knee, you can put the foot down on the floor and and reach forward this way. So if it's too much for the hip or the knee, if you feel it in the knee, put the foot down on the floor, take the sole of your foot to the inside of your thigh and hold here. Good, bring it back up. Deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. This works better for me. Deep breath. Exhale as you come down just slightly deeper. And bring it up. Cross, right? Back to crossing. If you took your foot down, I'm crossing my leg back over. If you're still there, hold that there. We're going to reach back with those hands, fingertips point away from the body. Bend the right knee. Open that hip. Lift your chest. Extend through your thoracic spine just a little bit. And hold 4 breaths. Drop the shoulders. Now staying in this position, turn those hands back toward you, fingertips face you. We're going to slowly lower down to the floor. And here we are in recline, thread the needle. Hold here. Take 2 slow, deep breaths. Arms down by your side, palms face the floor. And raise that leg. Pull that leg in with your muscles, not with your hands, but hands stay down. 4 breaths. Deep breath, exhale. Pull it in just a little bit more for your final breath. And when you're ready, release. Both feet flat down on the floor. Cross the other leg, right leg over the left thigh. Deep breath, exhale, pull that leg in. 4 deep, slow breaths, and release. Open that knee, right? Open that knee away from the body. Hands stay down by your side. 4 slow, deep breaths. And release. Foot back down to the floor. Keep that leg crossed over. We're going to cross, right, from ankle on the thigh. We're going to continue to cross that right leg over the left. Bring that foot in closer to your hips just a little bit. We're going to bring arms out to the sides. And we're going to drop those legs over to the left. Over to the left. Let's take 6 deep breaths and exhale. Relax into that stretch. Right, you can feel a stretch in your chest as well, the chest and shoulders. Just relax into that. Good job. All right, bring that bottom foot to the floor so you can rotate your body back. Uncross. Cross the other leg all the way over, so left leg crosses all the way over to the right. And now drop those legs to the right. Keep your body, the upper body facing upward. Deep breaths for 6. 6 deep breaths and exhale. Let your legs sink further, increasing that stretch every breath. 6 breaths, 6 exhales. And when you're ready, we're going to bring those legs back to center. Hands come down by your sides. Knees and hips aligned. We're going to do a few bicycles to work out, right, some of those muscles. Just loosening them up a little bit further. So right leg up, bring it down, bring it in. Left leg up, down, bring it in. Right leg up, circling, pedaling, extending through the leg, extending up, and then out and in. Good job. Stretching, lengthening through those legs. Really actively extend. Good work. A few more. Breathe with it. I feel that stretch in my hamstring when I lift my leg up. And then I continue to extend through my leg as I lower it. All right, one more, everybody, one more. Both knees in. And extend both legs to the floor. Palms face up. Just a short rest here. I want you to relax through the body. Take a few breaths. Deep breath. At your own pace, don't worry about going with anybody else's breathing. Just do your breaths. Maybe it'll be 1 or 2 fewer or 1 or 2 more than what I'm doing, but don't worry. Don't feel like you have to breathe at anybody's pace but your own. Right, the depth of your breath, the length of your exhale, that's all up to you. All right, nice and relaxed. Let's bend both knees, feet are on the floor. We're going to roll to one side and push up into seated position. From here, we're going to take feet hip width, maybe a little wider, and we're going to come up into this garland pose. So holding here. Feet are on the floor. Bring those feet to the floor. Keep them down on the floor. Bringing your hands together and opening those hips, pressing the backs of the arms against the inside of the thighs. We're going to hold breaths here for 6 more breaths. Deep breath in. And what I want you to do is elongate through the spine, lifting the top of the head upward. And exhaling. Sink deeper into that stretch. With every breath, remember to lengthen through the spine. The top of the head reaches toward the ceiling. Good job. Deep breath, exhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. going to straighten those legs. Turn the toes to point forward. Let's bring it all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your sides. Bring the feet together. I'm going to kick off my socks. So with these standing poses, right, I like to have my socks off so that I'm not sliding, so I don't slide. So feet are together. I'm going to take a nice deep breath. Exhale, hands together in the front of the body. All right, we're going to sit back into chair pose. And now we're going to rotate. So left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh. And you're going to turn your head if the neck allows. Sit back into the heels just a little bit. 5 deep breaths and exhale. Push those hips back so you're not feeling the knees. Last deep breath, big exhale. Raise it up as you untwist. Deep breath. Exhale. Excellent job. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, hands together. Hinge forward. Now the right arm crosses to the left thigh. Get that rotation in. 5 deep breaths and exhale. Push those hips back. Good deep breaths, rotation in that torso. Stretching through that low back. Good job. Deep breath. And when you're ready, bring it center and all the way up. Deep breath in. And exhale down. Good. If you feel a little lightheaded, let's hold this pose. Tadasana, right? Just this neutral position here. Grounding all 4 corners of the feet, the mounds of the big toes into the mat. Palms face away from the body, face forward. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale. All right, we're going to step to the front of our mats. We've got some push-ups to do. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward flexion. Walk your feet back. And here we go, 15 push-ups. When you're done with your push-ups, bring it into down dog. Down dog. When you're done, lift those hips, elongate through the backs of the legs, aiming those heels down toward the mat. When you're ready, walk your feet back to your hands and bring it all the way up. And exhale down. Woo. Good job. All right, moving on. Moving on. I'm going to stand now facing side. This one, we've done it before. It's a little challenging for me, for sure. I'm going to do my best, and I just invite you to do the same. Hey, what is the term, what is the Sanskrit? Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Standing hand to big toe. I need my friend Sunil here to tell me the names, the Sanskrit names, or pronounce them for me. Okay, some of them are easy, like Tadasana and Savasana. Some of them are easy for me to pronounce, but others not so much. I have to practice them. Okay, so this one's a standing big toe. What we're going to do is move into tree pose. So we're going to start with this leg. This is my right leg. So I'll cue you on the right side. So you can go ahead whenever you're ready. Bring that foot up to the inner thigh. Right, we're going to hold here. Let's bring the hands into Namaste. And hold here. You're going to really ground through all four corners of the feet. You're going to squeeze the glutes, lift those shoulders, lift the chest, the top of the chest and shoulders stay back over the hips. And hold for 2 more breaths. Good work. Now from here, you're going to take 2 fingers around the inside of between the big toe and the second toe, and you're going to extend out and hold. This is a little lacking for me, right? I am tight, so I'm not able to show this in the way that is beautiful and elongated and stretched, but I'm doing the best I can. I invite you to do the same. So again, with that toe grip, you can extend those toes, or extend that leg. Hold for a couple of breaths if you can. And when you're ready, bring it back to tree. Right? So you can also hold on to the wall if you need to help to balance. It reminds me of cousin Jen. Years and years ago, she was in high school, right, Jen, when you were in high school? And you were a song girl, cheerleader. Go ahead and release. And she, against the wall, Jen, you were against the wall at this place in Mammoth, and you took that leg right up over your head. You were against the wall, and you were doing stretches, and this leg went right up over your head. It was, I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. Jen, very flexible. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, namaste. Good, arms down. Let's take the other leg into tree pose, right? So the other foot now is coming, right, resting on the inside of the inner thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, namaste. Holding here, extending through the spine, lifting through the top of the head. Jen just made the comment, I saw it pop up, but I can't read it from here. Hold for 4 breaths. Good work. A lot of balance here. Excellent. And now when you're ready, right, you're going to take 2 fingers between the first and second toes. And whoop, not as easily balanced on this side, but take those toes and that leg out to the side. Balance, balance. Right, there's a little challenge. Hold. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. That's what this is a practice, not a perfect. Right, so I'm having a little trouble with this side, more than the other side, but that's okay. Just try it again. And take a few breaths. Bring it back to tree pose. Right, so if you can nail that and hold that for a couple of breaths, that is fantastic. If this tree pose better suits you for now, then definitely come back to tree pose. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. And exhale. release. Good job. I hope you had fun with that one. All right, moving on. All right, nice deep breath in. Stay standing up nice and tall. Exhale. Okay, let's stand at the front of our mats. I'm going to stand here. Take a step back with your right foot. That right foot is angled 45 degrees. We're going to come down into a warrior. Bring those arms out, level with the shoulders. Bend that front knee, expand through that stride as much as you need to feel that stretch on the inner thighs. And then we're going to come down. Hand comes, where does the hand go, in front or behind? Hand goes behind the foot, and we're going to rotate up. Holding there. Extended side angle. Good, hold for 4 breaths. Deep breaths in. Try not to rush through it. Deep breath, exhale. And when you're ready, let's bring this hand down. Rotate the back foot. We're going to go to lizard. So the hands come inside the knees. And you're going to bring that elbow down to the floor. So if you need blocks, you know, I highly recommend you get blocks. You can go to Ross and get them for like $3. That way you have this little bit of help. This is what we want to do, is drop the elbows to the floor. And without the block, there's no way. No way for me. But you can also stay upright like this. And let's take 2 more deep breaths. Deep breath in. Big deep breath, exhale. And bring that foot back. So you're in plank. We're going to pike up into down dog. Good. Walk the feet to the hands. Bring it all the way up. Deep breath in. And exhale. Whew. Good job. All right, let's take a nice step back with the other leg. So now my back is to you. So I'm going to show you this side. Arms up and out. And bring it down. Right, bend that front knee. Bring it down, hand to the back of the foot. And take 4 deep breaths. If you have a block, it definitely gives you that little bit of elevation. And when you're ready, we're going to bring it around. Rotate the back foot. Bring the hand inside the leg. You can bring elbows down to the floor. But the thing is, you want to make sure that this knee stays in line with the hips, which is where the block comes into play for me. I can come down a little bit, but you know, keep the knee in line with my hip. If I bring the block away, I'm flaring the knee out to get down. We don't want to do that. We want to really focus on the stretch of the hamstring to allow the upper body to drop. So bringing the block here helps me a little bit. Still a very deep stretch for me. Woo. Hold here. 4 breaths. And when you're ready, step that foot back. Down dog. into child's pose. Finish that 15, take your time, no rush. Doing a little quadruped rock. All right, we have a couple of more poses and one more set of 15, and we're done. All right, bringing it to quadruped. Tuck those toes, bring it back just a little bit. Hands come down flat on the floor, forearms down flat on the floor. From here, lift and extend. Extend those legs. Aim those heels toward the floor. Really stretch through the back of the legs, heels reaching for the floor. 4 breaths. And when you're ready, down into child's pose, slide it back. Bring it up into plank. Right knee comes to the right wrist. Extend the left leg back. If you have blocks, you can use your blocks to raise your body upward, extending through the back. And if not, that's okay. You can put hands outside the legs, or about a little wider than shoulder width. But make sure that you're keeping your hips square, that you're not leaning into the side that we're stretching. Holding right there. If you'd like to, you can grab the foot of that forward leg, bring it up so that it's parallel, or perpendicular rather, to your quad. I don't have that kind of rotation in my hips, but I still bring that foot up just a little bit to feel a deeper stretch in the glutes. Let's take a couple more deep breaths, and deep exhale. Good, toes tuck, lift the back leg, extend. Let's drop the knees, hands come shoulder width. We're going to do dolphin again, bringing the forearms down to the floor. Make sure knees are lined up with the hips, and lift knees off the floor. 4 deep breaths. Big exhale. Reach those heels for the floor. Reach those heels. And bring it down. Child's pose. Bring it forward. Up on the toes. Left knee to the left hand. Tops of the toes on the right side face down or onto the mat. Once again, you can bring this foot up a little higher to feel a deeper stretch in those glutes. If you have your block, right, you can reach up a little more and really deepen that stretch. Not necessary, but if you have the blocks, they do help. Let's hold for 4 more breaths. When you're ready, lift that back leg, extend, hike up, down dog, bring it forward, last set of 15, let's go. Knees apart, feet together. Sit it down into child's pose. Forehead to the mat. All right, when you're ready, bring it up. We're going to have a seat. We're going to roll it around to seated position. Legs are extended. Deep breath in. Exhale. You should feel a little looser. You should be able to reach a little more, a little further, a little farther. It definitely feels better in this stretch. Deep breath in again. Exhale. Last time, I think my hands were here. I definitely have more movement in my hamstrings and in my low back than I did at the beginning, so this definitely feels like it's worked a little bit for me. Deep breath one more time. Exhale. I'm going to grab my feet and hold. 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, release. We're going to come all the way down, flat on our backs, palms face upward. Drop the shoulders down and back. Extend through the legs and then relax. Let the feet fall open. Close those eyes just for a moment. Let this be one of the most peaceful parts of your day. Slow the breathing. Deep inhale through the nose. And slow exhale through the mouth. Slowly start to wake up those fingers and toes. Wiggle through the legs and the arms. When you're ready, bring both knees into the chest, pull them in. Drop those legs over to the side, push up into a seated position. Let's cross those legs. Whew. Good job, everybody. Good job. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, hands together, namaste. Drop the shoulders. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for moving through this sequence with me. I appreciate your time, your effort, your energy, and all that you give to yourself and to your families and to the people who you come in contact with every day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Be good to yourselves and the people you love. I will see you next week. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.